Can you all come in, come in, come in, come in. Hit the like, hit the share button. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel on YouTube. I have some older Quincy Jones videos that can really help you understand XRP, its purpose, and what its future price may be. Now, I got some feedback and some maybe backlash from my late live stream video on all these prophetic XRP, right? Videos that's floating around on social media. And this is my thing, because people get so emotional, right? I'm a very facts person. I'm not a emotion driven person, right? And people get so emotional when I cover XRP and Bitcoin. Peace to you all as well. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. Also, let me know what part of the world you are tuning in from. What's up, who me? Yeah, you. Hello, Lee, aka Les Brown. Thank you all for coming in, giving a shout out. They get so emotional about what I'm talking about that they automatically put in their minds that I'm saying to sell your XRP. And on no video that I have done, no video have I suggested anyone to sell their internet. Don't fail me now. I just came from the store. My internet connection is getting bad, looks like. And I had to take my groceries out. So good time for some queen knowledge. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. But let me just make this disclaimer. I'm not telling anybody to sell their XRP or Bitcoin. I'm just getting to the core of things of why you have to choose. Like, why are people saying, oh no, it's XRP? Other people are saying, no, it's Bitcoin. They have two very different use cases. So let me stick to XRP on this one. What makes XRP powerful? First of all, nobody can tell you what they prophesy or predict the price of XRP will be. Nobody, not even me. Definitely not me. Why? Because understanding the use cases of XRP and understanding the difference of XRP and Bitcoin. First of all, Bitcoin has its own unique use cases. It is not to collaborate or connect with banks. It is digitalized gold, but I'm not gonna go over that on that live stream. If you don't understand physical gold, it's hard to understand digital gold, because most people don't realize that gold is real money. That's why central banks hoard it. That's why at the Bitcoin conference in Tennessee that you may have not attended, the speaker talked about selling all of America's physical gold and buying up Bitcoin to pay off the United States national debt. Right. But let me get back on XRP. So what makes XRP just absolutely different than Bitcoin and any other crypto? Well, the liquidity that XRP offers, the liquidity between bonds, stocks, currency. That means, for example, even with crypto right now, if you want to take your Bitcoin, your Litecoin, your Dogecoin, and you want to liquidate that into cash, like, and I'm not talking about selling your crypto to do that. I'm talking about in the liquidity pool where big organizations use. I'm not talking about everyday people just selling your crypto and converting it into cash. I'm talking about the ability to take assets, the liquidity between it. Tangible assets need to be liquidated, right? Tangible assets need to be liquidated. However, much of this will be done on the XRPL network, on that ledger. So whatever goes on the XRPL ledger, right, it will have to be on that ledger, on that network. It can be $100 trillion worth of assets and or debt that's on the XRPL ledger. That's why I told you all to text me for the information on how to get my list of tokens that's going to be on the XRPL ledger, as well as Bitcoin's ecosystem as well, because all of these tokenization of stocks, bonds, currency, the value of the assets, including debt, and we know the United States is $32 trillion in debt. Ripple XRP has the ability to do that. The assets on the ledger, and that includes data, people, as well as data. It could be $100 trillion worth of data. So hey, XRP may go to $10. It may go to 100. It could very well go to 10,000, but it's going to have all of the world's gross domestic products, all of the world's liquidity pools up on it. And see, this is why also, when you all got that list, I also list the 4 biggest altcoins and decentralized financing. Decentralized financing, what that does is it takes out the banks, it takes out the middleman, it takes out central bankers for now giving you loans that are usury. Somebody told me, they said, Queen, you are speaking in the 4th dimension, and a lot of people that attack you or want to say they don't understand. And in my mind, I cannot get why people don't understand this. I am back and forth on Facebook explaining the difference between an amortization mortgage and other simple interest mortgages. And people are telling me, well, a mortgage is not a scam. Yes, it is. If you understand amortization interest rates, which is what XRP, true crypto, is here to free you from. It is. Why, Queen? Okay, let me make this simple, because I'm still going to get some people in the comments that don't understand, because they won't even take time to Google amortization interest to understand. I never said a house was a scam. I said the mortgage rate and how it is applied is a scam. The mortgage rates, amortization interest works like this on a mortgage. For the first 7 to 10 years, you are only paying the interest on that mortgage. Now I'm getting back to crypto. After that, then you start paying the principal, which is the original amount that you borrowed in the first place. That small 3% interest, for example, applied to a $200,000 loan equals $60,000. 2%. So for the front load of the loan, it is designed that you are only paying towards the $60,000. The French word for mortgage is original etymology, of mortgage. The French word is mortier, like a mortician, right? At a death, a morticianer is death pledge. People, do the research. Stop getting in your emotions and just say, okay, let me just look up what amortization interest and how it works on a mortgage. And to be even simpler than that, if you have a house, all you have to do is pull out your statement and look at it. You're paying $1,500 a month, $2,000 a month, and you paid that for 10 years. Like if you pay $2,000 a month, right? That's $2,400. Let me make sure my math is right. $24,000. A year. $24,000 a year. You pay that for 10 years. That's $240,000 for 10 years. And if the house costs $200,000, you still owe 6 figures after 10 years. Listen, I can't make it any plainer than that. But let me get back to XRP and decentralized finance. So XRP market cap can very well, because it is the crypto that has or the technology rather, it's not a crypto. Ripple's technology is the only one that can do back end tokens for organizations, bankers, or whatever with that liquidity pool. Like HDC works more of data in the ecosystem, right? But XRP is the only one that can take stocks, bonds, currency, tangible assets, and liquidate them into cash. Even crypto can be liquidated into cash. But all I told people is, why do you think Bitcoin has to go to zero for XRP to do what it does? It does not. And I don't see Bitcoin ever going to zero again, because I attended the Bitcoin conference in Miami way back in 2019. But I have people who don't go to conferences. They want to debate with me. That's fine. It's cool. I can take it, right? They didn't go to the Bitcoin conference in Tennessee either, but and so they don't understand Bitcoin, and they feel like that Bitcoin has to go to zero for XRP to be the phoenix and rise, and that is not true. Not true at all. In fact, most people that feel that way, probably when XRP gets to $10 or if it gets to $100, they're going to be sold out of XRP anyway. If you know how the banking system works, cash is kept on the books, right? It is kept on the liquidity books. Well, that's how XRP is going to be kept, on the liquidity books. So people are not going to want to use their XRP like you should not want to use Bitcoin for your everyday transactions in commerce. Well, thank you, Lonzo Turner. Yes, crypto is about to increase global GDP and liquidity. And the Ripple technology is going to allow XRP to do that at the speed of light. That's something right now, even you cannot even trade between different paper fiat currencies right now because that technology doesn't exist. Now, another thing, and I don't have my other phone. If I did, I would play this. It's in my house, and I'm not going to go in there to get it just to say this. But on TED Talks, what I want everybody to do, all I want you to do is a YouTube algorithm is type in TED Talks Africa. That's it. Just type in. Okay, Jay says he's interested. You should go to a BTC conference. It's nothing like, it is just astonishing. And the knowledge you get behind the scenes that they don't tell you on social media, the behind the scenes knowledge and input. Man, I went in 2019 in Miami. It was just, that's why I started buying Bitcoin. One of the main reasons back in 2019. But anyway, right. So type in on YouTube search engine TED Talks Africa. There's going to be a female on there, light brown complexion. She's going to talk about how rich Africa is in its commodities, and how the minerals in China, not only advanced technology, right, what we need in jets and airplanes and all that, but other things that we need to advance technology, and how Africa has that, and why are they exchanging their precious metals for paper dollars. And then she goes in and talk, which is US dollars. And then she continues to talk about how that Red Cross and all of those, give to Africa. Africa is poor, how they on purpose promote that and they market that to make you think that Africa is poor, and that Western civilization like the United States is supporting that, when actually they are robbing them by giving them, exchanging the US dollars for their precious commodities, and how Africa really is the richest country in the world. That's why China men start moving to Africa to marry African women so they can have control of their property. Now, that may be too deep for some of you all, but for some of the people that want to defend the US dollar at all costs, and you don't understand the reason of crypto And it is for decentralized. It is to get people out of the usury system. In 1971, for example, Robert Kiyosaki said the dollar became debt. You can find it all over YouTube, but people don't know what that means when he say that. Well, thank you. Look at my people in here. You know what? I'd be so glad when my people are in the room, because the people that come back and watch this video and leave comments because they don't understand. They don't understand our current monetary system. They don't understand usury. They don't understand why these other countries want to dump the United States dollar. They don't understand how Bitcoin was created to free people in a free world. If you understand that crypto was here to free you from all of that, especially Bitcoin, you wouldn't bash it. If you understood decentralized financing that's taking you away from central bankers, if you understand the creature of Jekyll Island, where 9 bankers met, JP Morgan set up this meeting in Georgia just to bring in centralized banking to keep people oppressed. You will not be coming on here bashing me. You will be trying to learn what I'm talking about. So Robert Kiyosaki said in 1971, the dollar became debt. So that's why he is millions of dollars in debt to buy real assets. So Myron Golden said it this way: poor people are afraid of debt. Middle class people get used by debt. That's how mortgage loans are orchestrated. I never said a house was a bad idea. I said the mortgage loan and how it's constructed. And then he said rich people use debt to build their wealth and to lower their tax liability. Why? Because when you take out a loan to invest, like let's say an apartment complex or a multi-unit or something of value, an asset, right? Rich people use debt to build their wealth. Now, I would not recommend taking out a loan to buy crypto. I would not, because what happens is crypto is so volatile, and I learned this the hard way back in 2019. It is so volatile that when the market start crashing, they going to, whatever exchange that you have that crypto on, they're going to take their money out and take some of the crypto that you own outright with it. I would not suggest doing that, but to each his own. I would do that with real estate. I would not do it with crypto. Why? Because they can take the assets that you own outright when the market starts crashing and it's so volatile. But Robert Kiyosaki, most people don't understand, is the dollar became debt. What did he mean by that? Well, 1971, Nixon took the dollar from the gold standard. He took away the value of it. See, the same reason why you want crypto to be backed by real world assets, it's the same reason why our dollar should be backed by real world assets as well, because it keeps it valuable. What do you mean by that, Queen? Well, the dollar has lost 97% of its purchasing power since that happened. So it lost the value. Is it still needed? Yes. Is it still essential? Yes, but my grandmother would say it this way: the dollar don't stretch as far as you used to. $20 2 years ago doesn't buy what $20 will buy for you today. And that's what I mean by that. This is what happens when you don't have your currency, your fiat system, backed by a real world asset. The same reason why most people don't think Bitcoin will last, because they don't see the real world use cases of it. But XRP, I'm not going to tell you that $10 is the max. It might be for next year. But if $100 trillion worth of liquidity pool gets on XRP, and the most people that say they're XRP army don't even know. They can't even explain it that simple. That's all I'm saying. And all of your getting, as the Bible says, get an education. It doesn't say education, though. It says in all you're getting, get an understanding. I'm saying education. But it says in all of your getting, get an understanding. It also says people perish because of lack of knowledge. Not that knowledge is not available, but because they rejected the very me. I'm trying to help them understand amortization interest on the mortgage, and they want to attack me and say, oh, a house is an asset. I flipped my house. Well, if you listen to Robert Kiyosaki, you understand why perpetual cash flow is better than capital gains anyway, right? If you follow. But so the dollar became dead. So he said, number one, why should you save cash? It loses its value from year to year, from day to day. The more you save, the more you lose. You save $10,000 this year, it won't buy you what $10,000 worth of stuff next year. So he said, convert your cash into assets, things that make you money. I am having a great day. Thank you. I hope you all are having a great day as well. Cognitive dissonance. Some people are too smart for their own good. That's true. Don't you want to? And you know who's on my Facebook post saying that a mortgage is an asset? I didn't say a house wasn't. Realtors, because they don't want people to understand how amortization interest work. Like the first 7 to 10 years in your mortgage payment, you are only paying interest. You are not paying towards the amount you owe. All you have to do is look at your bank, look at your mortgage statement. You'll be like, I pay $2,000 a month, $24,000 a year, and I still owe this much on my loan. Like, how is that? You know, like, how is that possible? But it happens every day. And people don't even take time just to simply look at their mortgage. It's hidden right there in plain sight. So people, XRP, I've always said this. Hold it. If you got Bitcoin, hold it. The United States is trying to sell their physical gold right now to pay. See, if you was at the Bitcoin conference, you'll know that. To pay off their national debt. They're going to sell the physical gold, or the plan is, and buy Bitcoin to settle the national debt. That's the only way these countries are probably going to adopt XRP, because they're going to say, pay us first. And then people get offended when I say that the U.S. is not producing anything. Like, what do you think MAGA was all about? Trump, make America great again. He told you in his campaign running, we are not producing anything. He said we are depending on the agriculture, the crops, that China import in. We are depending on China for our Lexus and our Toyotas, and Russia for Volkswagen, and we're not making American-made vehicles. People get offended by the truth. He said it right there in his campaign. We're not making American-made vehicles, or not as productive as they used to be. We got stores that's going out of business, like Big Lots, that's trying to stay in business, right? And then you got AI technology that's coming to replace jobs as is. So that's that religious type thinking. Now, let me get on this, and I'm logging off, because again, I have my groceries. Mortgage rates went up, home insurance and property tax. People getting squeezed. Yes. And then we're not even talking about, Lonzo, what the commission you got to pay your realtor when you buy a house. Yeah. It's just like, do you all remember this scene on The Wolf of Wall Street, where Leonardo DiCaprio, and what's the other actor's name that was, he did a great job. He did a great job. Wolf of Wall Street, Leonardo, and the other man name that was at the dinner table, and they was talking. And he said about them selling them bad stocks, right? Junk stocks. And he said, people get addicted to what they see their gains from the stocks on paper, and they want that again. He said, but we get the commission, we get the real money, and we just resell them like penny stocks that are worthless. Because Wolf of Wall Street, because they get so addicted. Just look at that scene. Listen, go to YouTube. I'm giving you all some homework. Google TED Talks Africa and Google that scene in the Wolf of Wall Street. Yes, thank you, Matthew McConaughey. It's McConaughey. Am I saying that wrong? Matthew McConaughey or well, I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong. He out act Leonardo in that scene. Just go back and play that scene. He said, but we get the commission because we keep reselling them penny stocks, and they get so addicted to the paper returns, like people with a house. They keep saying things like, my house appraised at $80,000 more than I took out a loan for. That's just on paper. You don't have that money in reality. McConaughey. Is it McConaughey? Matthew McConaughey? McConaughey, thank you. Red Star, thank you so much. And he exposed the game then. He said, but we don't even reinvest in those stocks. They're junk stocks. We get the real money. We get the commission. So yeah, a realtor not going to explain what an amortization mortgage is for you. They don't want you to understand that the French etymology of the word mortgage is death pledge, where we get mortician. And then people say, well, I built up, how long did it take you to build up equity? Be honest, because if you didn't buy a house after a market crash, if you didn't buy a house for a great deal, it will take you at least 15 years or more payments to build up equity in the house that you buy. I'm so happy you sub to my channel as well. You want to hear facts and truth. That's why I'm here. You're a newbie. So for my XRP Army people, Queen never told you to sell. I won't ever tell you to sell. XRP, always going to be the big three. I have went on record for saying this. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, I would never, ever suggest you sell until you see that dollar amount that you feel like, I made it. You can write your mama a letter, even though they don't do letters anymore, right? But you can text your mother or email her and say, Mama, I have made it. And XRP can take you there. It can. But also another thing about XRP, people say that it's the banker's coin. No, that's XLM. It's going to move to CBDCs, right? But again, XRP is going to be the back end token for this. The main thing with Ripple is its ability to liquidate these assets on the liquidity pool. That's the main use cases of it. It's not about being no banker's coin or nothing. Now we got new ISO20022 coin, and I think I explained with Robert Kiyosaki when the dollar became dead. The dollar is dead. People be talking about, I'm getting out of debt. No, if you're into cash, the dollar is dead. You need to get into assets, right? Not cash. That's a depreciating asset. Use cash for your essential purchases, your essential needs. That's it. And to pay your bills, to put a roof over your head, clothes on your back, food on your table. That's all. This what cash is worth. Other than that, any extra cash in it should be into assets. And crypto is a groundbreaking asset. So we have the new ISO20022 tokens. I may do a live stream later on because some of you all are showing me on X platform where they have broken down BTC at 25, Ethereum is 33, and XRP equals 13 in the Gematria. Well, XLM equals 13 in the Gematria as well, right? So when you got Bitcoin at 25, 2 plus 5 is 7. The number 7 means divine transition. On the 7th day, Jesus rested, or God rested. What does that mean? Rest, and that in the original, in the translation biblically, means to bankrupt, to reset. I think you all understand that. It's a divine transition. Noah, the rainbow, 7 colors in the rainbow. It was a promise that God will never again destroy the earth with water. He said, I transition from that. I transition from the old way that I did things. I'm going to do this a new way. Now, he did say that this time he's going to destroy it with fire, but he said he won't do it with water again, right? 7 is divine transition. So then we have Ethereum, Ethereum 33. I might as well go ahead and cover it now, right? Ethereum 33, the number 33. What does 33 mean? Well, Jesus died at the age of 33. He did ministry for 3 years. 3 days he rose again. What does that mean, Queen? Well, 33 is death and resurrection. What is the phoenix? Death and resurrection. Now, I'm not saying Ethereum is the phoenix, but Ethereum is not going to zero either. In fact, XRP, XLM, all of these blockchain technologies, they run on the Ethereum network, EVM, Ethereum virtual machine. XDC does as well. So you got 33 that represents the death and resurrection of a thing. What the phoenix bird represents? The death of traditional money, the resurrection of crypto money. So let's get into 13. Look on the back of your US dollar bill. A lot of people relate that or, connect that bird to the eagle because of the eagle is the, national bird for the United States. But many could say that looks like a phoenix as well on the back of your US dollar bill. What does it have? 13 arrows in the cloth, 13 feathers, 13 letters under the pyramid that's written in English. 13 is all over your US dollar bill. XLM, XRP connected to the number 13. Jesus made 13 when he had the 12 disciples. It is 12 is the number of government. 13 is the number of a new era combined with government. And that's what XLM and XRP. So my XRP people, are you happy now? I hope I broke this down for you. But the new also get those tokens on the XRPL ledger, right? I've always said that. Some of you all have texted me. I'm going to throw this in for you. New ISO coins that are mostly not talked about, that I don't understand why. You got LCX, tokenization of real world assets as well. What's the other one, you all? I got so much in my mind. LCX. Oh, here it go. You all don't talk about quant as much as I think you should. You don't talk about quant. You don't talk about the quantum financial system and how these cryptos will more than likely collaborate with that. Also, you don't talk about Algorand. Like, why not? New ISO coins. And don't forget the coin that I told you about. This the only one that's on the Federal Reserve website as accepting payments. Gold and silver is the real money. Crypto is commodities. But crypto will tokenize those commodities, right? It will tokenize. I have a few XRP memes drop. Also XRPH, XRP Healthcare, which could consider mega meme. Okay. I like that selection. Great content. Well, thank you, Darren. You're very knowledgeable. And you all don't forget about those tokens on the XRPL ledger. If you want those, text XRP. There are children outside playing. I love to see children playing. They are so free and fun. And they only require the simple things in life, right? It's so easy to please in most cases, unless you just spoil them. But you can text XRP to 331-444-5556 because you want these coins that's going to be on the XRPL ledger, because a lot of these liquidities between the bonds, stocks, the cryptocurrencies, the commodities that's going to be in the liquidity pool are going to be on that ledger, on the XRPL ledger. So you want that. Stocks are dropping right now. Yeah, that's going to be on the liquidity pool as well. Stocks is going to be revamped to be on the blockchain. Which one is better, XRP or XLL to have? Honestly, both. I think both. Wow, this. You know what? I just answered this way. If I had I'm not giving you financial advice, but if I had $100, right? and I'm looking into XRP and XLM, I will probably put 75 in XRP and 25 in XLM. I would not have any XLM, right? But some people might do 50-50. Some people might do the reversal. But I would definitely have some XLM in my portfolio as well. Yeah, XLM will be used for the CBDCs. What do I think about the meme coin, Wall Street Pepe? I have not looked at it. I saw Purple Pepe, which I'm not in. But honestly, I've kind of gotten away from meme coins, and I'm focused on the main cryptos right now because I know Trump inauguration is going to be January the 20th. And we have that Gary Gensler also resigning on January the 20th. So my focus right now is more to real world assets. My main meme coin, of course, is Doge, Department of Government Efficiency. And then we have Pepe that's going to still do big. And I think Shiba Inu as well. So those are the dinosaur memes. The last I looked, I know Whiff. I think I have some Whiff dog with hat, and this new crypto that I don't have my other phone. So I mean meme coin. I don't have my other phone, so I can't look at it right now. But it's like a penguin, a blue penguin or something. And it's other memes that I have, but my focus right now is real world assets. March 10th, Fed. Hold on, y'all. These comments are coming so fast. Hold on. March 10th, Fed wire mandate for ACH payments. ISO20022. Oh. Don't forget about HBAR. It is quantum. Algorand and HBAR is quantum resistance. If you study the quantum financial system, you'll see why this is a big, big deal. In fact, if you have an iPhone, I don't know what Android you's going to do, but if you have an iPhone and you hold down the H on your keyboard on your iPhone, you just hold it and, tap it and hold it for like 2 or 3 seconds. The HBAR logo will appear. So we cannot forget about HBAR at all. Cannot forget about Flare as well. ISO 2020 compliant or working on compliance. SHX. Lonzo, I agree with you. That's one of the tokens on my list within the Bitcoin's ecosystem. 7 million SHIB. That means SHIB goes to 1 penny. You are a 7 millionaire. You divine transition. That's why it's lucky number 7. Like, okay, you all. I keep saying I'm gonna log out, but you all keep on. Back to the Simpsons episode, season 31, episode 13. Right. Jim Parsons. Do you know why they chose Jim Parsons to explain crypto in that episode? Well, there's a episode of Jim Parsons, the actor, on the Big Bang Theory, and he's upset because he was, I don't know what, like denied. I never watched him act in real life. He was denied or he missed out on an opportunity to invest in Bitcoin, right? So Jim Parsons, that's a real episode of Big Bang Theory. You can Google this as well. I want you all to fact check me. He's the one that's pulling the lotto machine 777, right? 777 means you are a winner. You've won. It's in gambling, in the sports world. So it is looked upon as a highly lucky, quote unquote number, right? 7 out through the Bible. 7 days Jesus rested from his work. Rest means to go bankrupt, right? So when Jim Parsons pulled that, what they call it when you gamble, lottery machine or whatever, 777 comes up, and then the gold coins come up, and you see the smaller Bitcoin. You see the smaller Bitcoin. A lot of people say this P's. I think it's a smaller B. It's just me. I know it's a lot of other decoders on there, and you all are free to check everybody else. Paradigm. People see things different ways, and that's perfectly fine, right? But Jim Parsons, that whole episode is talking about XRP and Bitcoin, because Jim Parsons is always saying, I'm not a nerd. And most people look at Satoshi as a nerd, the creator of Bitcoin, the anonymous person that we don't know who he is. And he said, I'm not a nerd. I'm not Bitcoin. He pulls out the 777. And thus you have the smaller B's coming out, meaning you hit the jackpot. Again, Bitcoin is 25 connected to the number 7. So that's just my philosophy on that. But it still shows that your liquidation, like when he pulls down that, let me look at these other comments. That lever, right? When he pulls down that lever, and the gold coins, Bitcoins, smaller Bitcoins come, because a smaller B in Bitcoin and a larger cap B means different things. You can Google that. But I think it's showing the ability of XRP to do that liquidation of physical crypto and currency. And that is not really working against Bitcoin, but it's going to work with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is going to have to be liquidated as well. And it's going to be bigger and badder than life. Now, would I buy Ethereum right now, even though it's going to be in the big three at $3,000, when I can get XRP for $2 and I know it's going to be in the big three? Me, when I look at ROI, return on investment, no, I wouldn't. I would not. But to each his own. I'm not here to give you financial advice. I'm just here to educate you about what's happening so you can prepare for this great reset, for this transition. Someone says Chainlink and Shiba Inu partnership is a huge boost. Can you put that link in the comments? Because even I didn't know that. I've been telling people about Chainlink. That was on the 1988 Economist magazine. The chain with the links on it that's around the Phoenix neck. And also in the Simpsons episode as well, Larry Frink, which is Professor Frink, not Larry Frink, but Professor Frink, which represents Larry Fink of BlackRock, when he has the remote control in his hand and he said he's going to click on the link. And you see the VCR at the bottom of the TV that represents the Swift financial system, the old financial system. And he's talking to Lisa and he says, I'm going to click on the link. That shows you that Chainlink is going to link the Swift to the new ISO, the new financial system. And that scene. So Chainlink is not only on the Phoenix 1988 Economist magazine that says get ready for a new world order, is also on season 31, episode 13. And notice how those numbers flip as well. Those numbers flip as well on The Simpsons. So will XRP flip Bitcoin market cap? It has high potential. It could very well can with its use cases. However, Bitcoin is not going anywhere. And if you think Bitcoin has to go somewhere or go to zero in order for XRP to rise like the Phoenix, no. You think they're working against each other, people, they're going to work together. XRP is going to be the liquidity pool to convert crypto, including Bitcoin, into each world CBDCs. Bitcoin is slow. It's antiquated. The technology is just going to make it better. I don't know about the projection for Shiba Inu. I did see and research some time ago that Shiba Inu will be used for mortgage and credit card payments. It's Shiba, along with Ethereum and Bitcoin and Dogecoin. So if people have the option to make mortgage payment with Shiba Inu or Dogecoin, Department of Government Efficiency, or Bitcoin or Ethereum, which one do you think they're going to choose? Shiba Inu and Doge. They're not going to want to give up that Bitcoin or Ether. Nah. So if that's still true and factual, that hasn't changed, I see Shiba Inu doing big things. Yes, Chainlink is very important in the future. XRP was number one. Listen, you all, you know what? It can be number one by market cap, but what really entices me more is even with a larger market cap, the price can be lower. Like even when XRP Trump, no pun intended, BNB coin, BNB was still at what, $600, but XRP market cap was bigger, larger. So it's only a matter of time. Like I say, when this Gary Gensler is out, when this SEC case and all these regulations are lifted, and we see XRP used in transactions and begin of usage. No technical analysis. I have said this. Nothing. Nobody can really tell you. I know what the potential it has to go, but nobody can really tell you. Just time. The only person can tell you what XRP is going to do is time. Right? Only that's all. That's it. Because we don't know how big the liquidity pool is going to be. Could be $100 trillion. We don't know. Yes, XLM MoneyGram has a partnership. So XLM would be more for like fintech companies, CBDCs, also domestic banking. People in rural worlds don't have access to bank. Domestic banking, which Quincy Jones said is even a bigger market than the liquidity pool, than XRP. So he said domestic banking and that in the CBDCs is a bigger $1 trillion market than with the liquidity pool that could go to XRP. So you just don't know. That's why I said I definitely have both XLM and XRP. I have both. Ecclesiastes said this way, and I think it's Ecclesiastes, my favorite, number 11. Says invest not just in one, and I'm translating this in my way, but at least 7 to 8 streams of income, because you don't know what trouble might come upon the world or upon the earth. That's why when I said last night to have a well-diverse portfolio, and other YouTubers are telling you just having a 10th of a Bitcoin can make you rich. Like, why wouldn't people be open-minded to just having a 10th of a Bitcoin? That's how they found out what was missing. That's the episode I remember from the Big Bang Theory pertaining to crypto. So when you want to know why did they use Jim Parsons, look how bright that sun is, right? If you want to know why you want to use Jim Parsons as the person that explains crypto in The Simpsons, that's why. He was upset because he didn't get in on Bitcoin investing. A lot of people are. You don't have to trash Bitcoin just because you're an XRP army, right? SDC will be used for both public and private negotiations and liquidity pool as well. So, and it's going to be a broader and more of the ecosystem, where Ripple is more of the liquidity pool. So yeah, XDC is going to do his thing as well. You can't even go wrong with XLM, XDC, XRP. Even if you want Monero, that's the X. And I never say this, what it is. I want people to go do their research. Even the X that's on the Fair website as taking payments. You're never going to go wrong with getting those tokens that's in the XRP ledger as well. Bitcoin ecosystem and decentralized financing that's going to take away centralized lending, banking and lending as we know it. Thank you as well, you all. It doesn't matter if it goes super high, people will sell. That's true. $10 XRP, XLM, and SDC were made to bridge the US and to utility. Price is just a bonus. Holding the tech, passing down is the goal. I agree. Manpower soul. So on that note, I'm going to get my groceries out. You all have a blessed rest of your day. And listen, being rich is a choice. So is being middle class. So is being poor. The choice is yours. It's yours. You cannot want to learn about any of this and think it's just conspiracy theory. You can even think I'm a conspiracy theory. I don't care. But it's a conspiracy. But it's not a theory. We're entering into the Great Reset. And people, we're in the 4th Industrial Revolution. We're going through a currency change. and it's crypto. So understand decentralized financing, understand central and central banking system, you know, and understand these technologies that's going to bring in this new world economic system. You all have a great rest of your day. I love you all. Queen out.